average home prices and median home prices trend very moderately down since the beginning of 2025. How's it going, guys? I'm Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate. We're affiliated with the Keller Williams Marcus Center here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 24th of February, and this is the numbers and the nuance. This is where you come weekly in order to know exactly what's going on in Utah's housing market. Not what was going on last quarter, not what was going on last year. You can find that out here too, but I'm focused on the right now. And I'll give you the charts and the trends so that you can see data points with a multivariate analysis, but I won't bore you. We'll go over it quickly, and I'll just give you my nuanced opinion of what is going on in Utah's housing market right now. As you can see, I've switched up my office space. I'll do something in here soon to make it a little bit more of an appealing background. I'm just pointing you out the window for now, but let's jump right into looking at the market. Okay, we're still seeing inventory and homes sold and homes currently under contract all still trending up. And at the same time, we're actually seeing average home prices and median home prices trend very moderately down since the beginning of 2025. While normally we would expect to see listing activity and increased buyer activity, we would expect to see those things rise come March, which is typically about the time as well that we would see home prices start to trend moderately up. But that would be in a market where we know what to expect. And I think that right now, the last 3 years of higher interest rates, the cooling effect that that has had on home values, and the amount of pent-up demand that we have after those years of higher interest rates and the many years of high inflation home values, I think those things are combining to make for a more interesting scenario, a more interesting market to watch. Not to mention the shakeups and shakedowns that we're seeing happening right now in DC. So if you're hoping to buy a home soon, like in the next coming months or this year or whatever, just as soon as possible, then right now is not a bad time. You could pick a worse time. I mean, right now you're statistically likely to be able to purchase a home with the seller giving some concessions your way, whether that's them paying for an interest rate buy down or them just lowering their purchase price a little bit, doing repairs that they wouldn't have been willing to do 3 years ago. We're not dealing with the inventory shortage that the rest of the nation is dealing with nearly to the extent that they're dealing with it. We would like to see inventory continue to come up right now, but we're not dealing with the shortage at all that we were dealing with 3 years ago. It has come steadily up. And so if you are a buyer and you're looking for homes, just know that you're not going to be competing with 5 or more other potential buyers on any homes you want to make offers on. Most offers right now are made on homes where the buyer isn't competing with another active offer at the same time. That is happening. If a seller has the kind of home that everybody wants, they're going to get multiple offers right now. Most homes aren't being sold in a situation of multiple offers. And while we'd love to see interest rates come down further, they have been coming very moderately down since the beginning of 2025. So like I said, if right now buying a home is financially responsible and feasible for you, then now is a good time. All right, let's look at these numbers. Here's where things are in the Utah housing market as of the 24th of February, 2025. Our current inventory stands at 9,678. That's up from the prior week again, continuing its uptrend. Last week's average days on market came to 72. That's down from the previous week, and it is still trending up, as you can see. Prior week's average list price came to $652,288. That's down again from the previous week. Looking really level across this chart. Remember, this chart starts from 2024's beginning of quarter 4. Starts at last October. But if you start at the midway point of this chart and move to the right, you'll see we've actually trended down for about 3 months now. Now, last week, the average sold price came to $638,375. And so the difference in average list price and average sold price came again in the buyer's favor to the tune of $13,913. And I still find it really important for you to know that there's a pretty big difference between average sold price in Utah and median sold price in Utah. Our median sold price last week came to $497,514. Significant difference, right? Number of homes sold last week came to 420. That is down from the previous week. We still see this trending up from the year's start. The number of homes currently under contract comes to 4,688, up from last week again, continuing this trend up from the year's beginning. Last week, the number of price reductions we had came to 762. That's down from the previous week. And last week, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled, expired, or withdrawn came to 291, down from the previous week. We see this trending moderately down. And finally, interest rates right now for a 30-year fixed rate conventional loan stand at 6.89%, down a touch again from the previous week for a consistent downtrend since the beginning of the year. We're still under 7%. And that is it for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions about any of this information, any of the numbers, the way I'm presenting it, hit me with those questions. I'll be happy to respond in the comments. If you or anybody you know is looking to buy or sell a home in Utah here in the coming months or later this year, I'd love for you to let me know, and I hope you're comfortable reaching out to me. I will be happy to work with you. My clients know what the market looks like. They know what to expect moving forward in their transactions. It's my aim always to make sure you're as anxiety-free as possible in the course of your move. And last but not least, if you want to know what the market looks like in Utah's housing market right now, there's not going to be a better way. You will find no better way than to hit that subscribe and stay up on it with me from week to week. Thanks for watching with me this week, guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye.